are some of the greatest achievements band has gotten this year?
So some of the best achievements we've had this year is just success with building up the program, students getting a lot better and improving, and it feels like the students are getting more connected with being a part of band and participating and wanting to do more for the group, as well as going to district competition and getting really, really good ratings there. We got a 2.21, which is great. So we scored an overall 2. 1 is the highest you can get, but a 2.21 is excellent from the 3 judges at our marching band competition, as well as solo and ensemble competition we did in the middle of February. We had many students receive superior ratings that will go on to state competition at OSU and Stillwater. So we've improved in many ways, musically is what I'm kind of always working on, but more than that is creating students that are going to be ready for life after high school. So we've developed in ways of students that are trying to step up to be more leaders, which is something I'm always looking for, students that will demonstrate that they can take feedback and then be able to work with that and not be upset. Some of the biggest challenges this year is that we lost a big graduating senior class. We had about 17 seniors in band last year, and they were all really good players, great students, and so that was a big difficulty, especially getting us started, because we had to have a lot of people step up and step into a leadership role that maybe they weren't quite ready for, but they moved to being ready for that throughout the season. Yeah, so I'm always willing to work with people if you're wanting to join band even in high school. It's going to be really difficult. I've had people do it and have had success with it, but it always is dependent on the student, how much work they're willing to put forward, and if they're willing to have a strong work ethic and, once again, willing to take feedback, then I would love to have people join band. And when we have new kids come up, it's just about getting connected and trying to get them excited about what we do. I'm always sad to see seniors leave. I think we have a great senior class right now. A little bit smaller this year, about 9 seniors altogether. But I'm always going to miss seniors. I always get to know the kids, and sometimes I know them from 6th grade up, and sometimes I know them just for a couple of years, but it's still sad to see them go. So our upcoming concert, we have 4 pieces we're going to play with the concert band that we worked really hard on since the beginning of the year. Pieces by composers like Stanridge and Galante and Sweeney, which are really famous band composers maybe you're not familiar with, but in the band world, they're really popular composers and they write really great music. So we're going to play some fun stuff like Secret Valley by Sweeney, and I think it's going to be really interesting and a good concert that will show off a wide variety of soloists from different students in the band, and also we'll show our 3rd hour percussion class and the things that we've been working on in there.
How have you improved this year?
I've done auditions for All Region and All State, and so I've improved my technical skill and some of my leadership throughout marching season.
Okay, and what some challenges you came across this year?
Audition season was particularly tough because we had a short amount of time to learn very hard music, so I had to practice a ton, but it paid off. I had to spend a lot of time with scales. I would play in front of people to get over my nerves and just repping the pieces over and over.
So what's your favorite thing about being in band?
I really like the community. Band's just kind of like a big family. Everyone's friends with each other, and it's just really great and supportive. Favorite memory has to be all of the football games, especially from my freshman year, because everything was so new and fun, and there was just a really great group.
I would say that the greatest achievement for this year is letting my students be coupled with Cameron University. We've had several performances with them since we've been here, or at least since I've been with them, so I think that's pretty cool. I think for most of the students, I've improved on repertoire. Before this, they were doing a lot of pop music, which isn't bad in choir, but pop music is a little harder because it's not really written for us to sing. It's written for soloists and stuff like that. And I think I've also improved on tradition of our choir in general. Just having a singular class for my choir class. That's always a challenge because I have some students who have a great knowledge in music, and then I have some who have like zero. And that's always challenging when you're singing stuff that's hard.
How do you feel about your seniors leaving?
Breaks my heart. My choir president right now is one of our seniors, so I'm happy they're going on to something better, but it's a little sad to see them go. Don't be shy. If you want to be in choir, come down to the classroom, come watch a choir class. Ask your friends about it. Even if you don't know anything about music, the whole reason we're here is to make a family situation.
How have you improved throughout this season?
This season, I made All-State in high school for the first time.
Nice.
So I was very excited about that, and I've improved my musicality as well. My biggest challenge was definitely solo and ensemble this year. We had some difficulties between my other extracurriculars, but other than that, like getting time to work on all of that music was definitely my biggest challenge. I took a lot of free time. Instead of my student council class, I would spend time in here for about an hour-ish working through that music with my director. My favorite thing about being in choir, ironically, is singing. I love being able to express myself through music. That is my biggest art form. My favorite memory about being in choir was our first choir concert this year. It was our first time using our choir robes and singing with the Cameron Choir, and we were able to do more this year than we have in past years as well.
Oh, this year I think the greatest achievement we've had has been the Fall Festival. We always sponsor it, we organize it, and then we're in charge of the scare attraction. And it's one of the funnest things that we get to do. All of the proceeds go to the Lawton Food Bank, which is always a good thing to be a part of the community and helping each other out. Thanks to the Tri-School Musical, we've been able to get together some money to update some lighting things here in our classroom. We try to touch on as many different aspects of drama and theater, and it's always helpful when you have special effect lighting and microphones, cordless mics, that kind of thing. And those things aren't very cheap. So thanks to the musical, we're able to get some of those funds and use them to help improve the equipment we have in class. Unfortunately, enrollment for drama class has gone down. I know everybody remembers COVID, and it's had a very big impact on our department especially. Drama is one of those things that I think everyone should experience, regardless if you're interested in performing or working behind the scenes or just interested in learning how to communicate effectively with people. Drama teaches you life skills you wouldn't even think of.
Do you have any message to your seniors leaving?
You're gonna make me cry. Life will throw all kinds of things your way. Don't panic. Always know that there is something you can do to get yourself out of any situation you're in. And the worst thing you can do is shy away from a scary experience, because the scary things are where we learn, it's where we grow, and it's where we find out who we really are.
This season I've improved because I've been more social and more vocal, like the way I am, and more vocal about my opinions instead of just like following what everybody else has to do or say. My biggest challenge was speaking in front of like crowds and like big groups without using a lot of filler words or without pausing in between sentences and just forgetting everything I would have to say and just stand there. We had things where we would just have to talk a lot, and we have a lot of open-ended discussions, and one of our grades in like that class itself is we do have to talk and interact with her and speak in front of like the whole classroom, like voicing our own opinions, saying what we have to say. And I think that's something that really helped me be able to speak without being afraid of speaking and be more sociable with the other people in my classroom. My favorite thing about being in drama is that
I got to be around a lot of different people from like a lot of different backgrounds, and it kind of just like it opens my eyes to like how people are. My favorite memory is definitely the Fall Fest. Was it a little rough? Yes, but it was overall really fun, and we all got to really connect, and like that was like the day that we all showed, like it showed that we all really like got along with each other.